Yeah, Mike 1 and 2 are on. Hot.
Hell yeah.
Video, hot. We're hot.
Oh no.
Look at all
Noah,
of us.
hot.
Stud muffins.
Okay, okay.
All right, hey, welcome, Internet.
Hello. I'm alternatively calling this session 6, and I am just counting down to session 1.
Oh, boy.
But, okay, welcome to the next session of Arcanus Rebirth. Last time on Arcanus Rebirth, having escaped the throne room of King Darius, moments after witnessing his true form, a withered lich, undone by the one and only true Calabar. The echoes of that dark revelation still linger in your minds. You pursued a trail to the docks, following Sylvester Black to a weathered shack where his father, Bem Black, resided. A once smuggler, now a man tangled in the tides far deeper than you first knew. Bem, it seemed, held one last piece of the puzzle, knowledge of where the heart of Hokan was. Bem confessed that the heart had been sold to the Tritons of the Crimson Hand. They planned to use the heart's power to awaken something ancient, Cyrenax, the great serpent of the deep. Faced with a looming threat, desperate plan was forged. Bem, calling in old favors, agreed to secure you a ship and a crew. Meanwhile, Calabar's simulacrum, we had suggested that he would covertly board the Cytaran vessel and sail ahead, aiming to sabotage their journey and perhaps sink their ambitions beneath the waves. You set your course to Five Finger Cove to retrieve the heart before it falls into the wrong hands. And from there, your plan was to teleport to the Isle of Hanu, said to be the resting place of the crystal tear of Baenor. And now we begin at first light. The harbor mist clings to the water, the gulls cry overhead, and Bem Black returns, his coat salt-worn and heavy, hopefully bearing news that could shape the fate of the seas in the course of your journey. As you all finishing your watches, you wake up in the morning to Bem opening the door and shutting it, wiping the sweat from his brow as you all gather in the living area.
I would like to say, because I wasn't here last session,
Yep.
since boarding the boat, however long we've been on here, how long has it been roughly?
Since when?
Are we on the boat? Is that right?
No, you are in Bem Black's house.
Oh, okay, we're going to...
He was going to secure a crew. He is coming back to let you know what he got.
Got it. Okay, got it. Never mind then.
Okay. And he goes, all right, well, you're in luck, boys. I found a crew and a ship who just recently lost their captain. Captain Dubois. So, they were up for hire. And we leave in a day, I believe in a day's time, as you guys said. I just saw, as I was coming in, I saw the Cytaran boats beginning to leave. So.
Thank you.
No problem. All right. Now, if there's anything else if there's not anything else you boys need, there's a lot going on in the city right now. Word of King Darius's death is spreading. We're trying to stop a mutiny, as it were.
Good luck.
Yeah. How long was this the trip to where we're going?
I believe it was to Five Finger Cove. It was a couple days by sea.
Couple days? Okay.
Yeah. I think 4 to 5, depending on the winds.
I'm just gonna like string up. Nah, I can't bust out my fishing pole in here, but I'm just gonna make sure my fishing pole that I have in my bag's all still intact and
Yep.
stuff. It's all broken down, but
Yeah, gotcha.
all right.
Anything else before I kick you all out of me home?
They got rock candy in this city. I need some rock candy. I'm almost out for the trip.
You can check the markets, lad, but
Okay.
we're not one for sweets. We're one
Oh.
for rum and meat.
Okay. Fair enough. Thank you. Sorry.
Thank you. We'll be out of your hair.
Good. I'm gonna go find my boy and see what he's up to. Now get out.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm gonna look at Calabar as soon as we're out.
Is
So
it?
the Cyteran boats were leaving. I think we have to make a decision.
I think I need to make my move then,
Yes.
before they're fully gone.
Do you have everything you need?
Don't need. What does one need to die?
Some of my spells
Put on
need
my hand.
components.
I have what I need for this one.
Oh.
Then you can
Of course you did.
see him put up, like, just tap a pouch on his belt. But I must go if they are heading out now.
Do like the big
Yeah.
grasp.
He'll shake your hand. Haven protests that. I'll say just because in line with what he was saying last session, Haven will continue to protest that he doesn't need to do this.
Yeah.
But Calabar's mind's set.
Yeah. You want a piece of fish
Mark
jerky?
walks up to him.
I'm sorry.
Proven your worth after all. Get over here, you son of a bitch. I give him a firm handshake.
All right.
If he
Mark.
will, if he'll have me.
He will. He'll say, Merc, if anything I have done in this life is to gain your trust, I think I've lived a good life. As short as it might have been.
Now I immediately don't trust you again, man. That's what it is. So can't imagine the only thing in your entire world that you want. Okay. I don't know about you.
He looks out
Oh,
the
homo.
door.
That's
And
kind of weird.
he can see the ship starting to go, and you see him begin to cast a spell as he goes invisible. You can kind of see foot imprints as he heads towards the ship.
Buddy, I hope you
Good
find your dad.
man thing.
Good buddy.
So you guys have a day before your ship. You want to get. The plan was, from what I recall, letting that ship get a day in advance. So you have a day before this other ship will take you out. Essentially.
Is there anything Headlock? Is this where like is close? You know about this place? These guys?
Unfortunately.
Yeah, they bad guys.
Yes.
Ah man, is there anything we should like get or is like there's just like like should we get some harpoons or
Just the,
you know
red
like-
handkerchiefs? Aren't these guys like obsessed with the color red or crimson or whatever?
So we know Five Finger Cove is like Red Hand and Tritons.
Yep, the Crimson
Right.
Hand, led by the Tritons.
Yeah.
That's their base of
Would
operations.
Would I know anything else about that, like history-wise, just from being at the library?
Give me a history check. We'll say on the Crimson Hand, Five Finger Cove, or the name Cyrenax. Everyone else, for the most part, who was in Alderford.
20.
Nice. The people, I
28.
think Trey, and actually, I think it might just be Trey. Trey, you might be the only one who was in Alderford when you guys recovered those letters from the lady who was a UNT. There was documents with Cyrenax's name on it, the Great Serpent. Your natural 20?
Nat 20 plus 8.
Hell yeah. So, the Crimson Hand are a famously like famous, infamous, I guess is a better word. Like not a lot of people have heard of them, but the people who have know that they are high tier assassins, for hire usually. People who know better know that they're the UNT who as far as you know, it was run by the UNT, and their hired jobs as assassins are to collect treasure and gold and money for their sea serpent god as
So
tribute.
it's a assassin cult.
Yeah, pretty much.
Okay.
They take on jobs in order to earn more treasure and gold to offer to their god.
Okay. So the Crimson Hand is essentially. I basically tell them, the Crimson Hand is essentially an assassin's cult. For
And
their
you hadn't
sea
heard of
serpent.
them working with the Tritons, but obviously they are.
Yeah. Feel like I would have connected that when I heard the Tritons were
Yeah.
there at the party.
Flash, I'll say you don't need a roll for this Havelock, but you know for a fact, because of your studies into your book, that Cyrenax, the sea serpent, maybe not Cyrenax itself, but the sea serpent is the almost like ancient enemy of the Nautilus Kraken. And it's their resting places. This is because their resting places are so close to each other.
Right. And I'd found
And
those
you- and-
out once.
Yeah, and with your studies and with maps and where you guys are going, that this is going to be particularly close to the Nautilus Kraken's resting place.
We get some
Cool.
dope backup.
Dude,
Just saying.
can I pull out those two letters? What
Sure.
kind of I got that it was communication for the Crimson Hand. Is it played like? I mean, I didn't know what they were before, but is it anything usable?
Give me, I'll say, an investigation check on those notes.
Oh boy, I'm not a good reader, guys. Let's see here. D Beyond 15. It's like a
15.
B
Let's do
student.
the 15. With a 15's not bad for notes from a while ago. It doesn't give you anything about the location or anything like that. I'll say you handle it, because you haven't handled it much since you guys first found it. You start looking through these notes and you rub, you see that there's a seal on the corner of it. And just part of that seal is curled up a little bit, like it's a paper seal. And you rub it just a little bit. And you see a singular word. Oh, my. Sorry.
Penis.
10-15.
15. Give me 2 seconds. I need to look at something. Give me a second.
Dude, you've been playing this game for a long time, bro.
Sorry. We have. Been a couple years.
It has over a couple years.
The word is the souk. I will spell it out for you because that's just easier to do. Put it in chat. The souk. The souk. It's hard to pronounce in common.
Dukes.
Is it something I like a language I recognize?
Give me anybody who wants to try to figure that out, give me a history check.
Try it.
Got it.
16?
12.
25.
Damn.
Emmanuel, this is abyssal. And it means
Sounds like abyssal.
devour.
means. I think it means devour.
So that can't be good.
Don't speak the best of it.
Probably should have looked at these like a long time ago. But you know,
Hindsight.
it was a busy time. It was. I think we got those the same time that we found out that May wasn't really May.
Just before.
Yep.
Who's May?
Seal.
You met
You met
you met
Seal.
Nail.
Oh, damn.
Sal. It's been so long. I miss her. Wonder how she's doing. She'd be very useful.
I will note
on
you
the
guys
water.
do have, if I'm correct, if I'm right, someone has a sending stone from her.
Yeah.
But
I
I guess it's Haven has it.
probably yeah.
how
I
much
can
is
look at his
up
inventory.
on her student? And she has a brig too. Oh, I wonder how brig is.
If he does have it, he hasn't put it in his inventory, but that doesn't mean anything. I know she gave it to somebody.
We should probably check up on her while we're on that boat. Make sure they're not killed by Octavius or something.
If you have anyone else who can help, if we're really doing this, we'll need all the people we can get. If you have more allies, I think now is probably the time to call them in.
And the city's in chaos right now with this shit. Why don't let's pull some money together and just say, hey, you want to get out of here for a couple days? You know?
We just hired the whole city.
No, I don't know if we can do that. That's a little too much. These are pirates, so you know.
And I will say the city is in a state, as Bim had said, is a state of like, there's a power vacuum right now, and a lot of powerful crews are trying to fill that vacuum. And Sylvester, and with his father's assistance and some other members, are trying to stop that before they can fill the
It's gonna
void
be an
with someone they
all-out
want to.
civil war between crews.
It's gonna get crazy here in the next day or so.
Yeah, we should.
Yeah,
Yeah,
I'm glad
I'm
we're
glad we're
leaving.
leaving.
We got a crew. We leave tomorrow, right?
Yeah,
It could be worth
we get some food.
messaging your friend if we can. Just tell her to start gathering people, whatever, anything she can. Could set some place to meet.
Maybe I don't think she's close to us though.
No, they would
no,
need.
but I mean,
teleport.
she's with Nicodemus, isn't she? Not
Or-
Nicodemus.
Nikolai.
Yeah, Nikolai, not Nicodemus.
Nikolai could get her there though.
Probably put her here. Yeah, or at least somewhere.
If you have more allies, we'll take them.
I don't know if the Arcanus Society would want to.
Yeah.
What do you mean?
They're all
I mean,
frauds.
we
We're
can
gonna
ask
save the
them
world.
maybe, but
Right now,
Yeah, guys.
you know. I mean,
The Arcanus Assembly
We're gonna
are
go
all
down in the
frauds.
history books, okay? Pretty cool.
maybe not.
If we win.
Or
If
you
yeah,
don't wanna go?
that's the thing.
I mean,
Wait, we left the
we'll
house.
still
Where are we
probably
right
go
now?
down in the history books.
You could just in the
yeah, where
street.
are? I was gonna ask, where are you guys right now?
Where do we have a
Can you
place
kick
to
us out,
stay?
or are we just walking around?
You
as
guys
far
were
as I know, we're
staying at
still
Ben's.
outside on the dock.
Do we have
You
a
were
place to stay
staying at
before
Ben's.
that?
He was like, "Get out!"
No. Yeah, you guys stayed at one of the taverns there. At the tavern.
Yeah.
Because you
I
kicked.
guess if we
Because
still have a
Emmanuel
room.
kicked
Yeah,
that guy
so we
out of
should
his
still
room.
have a room there, right?
Yeah, I think so.
I think I
Oh,
paid
you
for
guys
a
only
couple
paid for
days.
one night. I thought, yeah, okay, yeah, you probably did.
I don't remember.
We have enough
I could be
money.
wrong.
I mean-
Either way, we could just
Yeah.
get another.
I think
room.
you paid for 2 days, so I think you'd have to pay for another third day. But
Okay.
what are we doing?
We're like, we've just been walking in the street, and then we're like, what the fuck are we doing? Where are we going?
Yeah.
What do you think, Merc?
Where
Merc,
should we
you're
go?
you're the experienced venturer here. What are the steps moving forward?
Well, it's like, what
Me,
the
sorry.
fuck?
I thought you were. I thought we were going to chase them after that exploded. We were
Yeah.
going to get on the ship.
Is there anything we
Yeah,
need
yeah,
to get
we-
Come on,
we-
let's
done
tomorrow.
today before we ship out? We should probably go meet the crew.
Oh yeah, you're gonna want to. Yeah, there's a lot of things you want to do, depending on perhaps you're religious and you want to go to the mission. Perhaps you have other inclinations and you want to hit the tavern and meet some, fine folks. definitely would plan for maybe not coming back.
I don't want to do either of those. But where's the?
So you guys are heading back to
You
the
got
I'm gonna
tavern.
your
grab
ammo
your room.
refilled. You've got your rations. Everybody got
Yeah, I'm gonna stock up on some food. I'm gonna-
familiarize yourself with your equipment.
Sure.
Make
Yeah,
sure you know
food's
what you
easy
got.
to. Rations are easy to gather in the marketplace. There is still a semblance of society going on right now, though it is chaotic. You can see people plotting like in like groups and like crews and like people running off and people are abuzz right now. So you guys are heading while you're doing this, you're heading your way back to the Leviathan's Rest to try to get another room for the night.
Yeah, I mean, maybe we don't
Yeah,
even need
let's
a
do
room.
that.
We could go to the ship, you know.
Oh no, let's get or no, maybe going to the ship is a good idea. Or
Yeah, true. You guys, I mean, he told you where it is, where the crew will be waiting for you. They leave in a day, but that doesn't mean you can't go there and introduce
rush them?
yourselves.
Could we actually just ask to leave right now?
Maybe with 6 more hands.
The plan was to give them a day in advance.
Oh, that's right.
Scrap the plan. I don't understand exactly why we're giving them a head start.
Because the plan was, the way Calabar put it was, give them a day in advance. He's going to detonate the ship, and then when
Yes.
you go through, that'll be your sign. Oh, it worked or it didn't work.
That's right.
Yes, but we can sit on the ship and wait at least till the morning,
Yeah,
and then just leave in the morning. They'll have 8 hours, 12 hours ahead of us. I
Yeah,
think
yeah.
that's just as good as a day. We're
Yeah.
not going to see anything if we keep
Agreed.
far back enough.
So you want to familiarize
Oh, you guys gonna make your
yourself
way to
with
the
it.
ship?
Either way, I think a ship is. We don't have to pay. We can stay there.
Makes sense.
I mean, we already paid for the ship, though, right?
That's exactly.
gonna-
right.
So
I will step to the market and
Mhm.
be a little preemptive and
Yep.
buy a small barrel of citrus
Mhm.
and have that brought. Have someone deliver it.
Sure.
And
Sure. You
then,
know what the ship's called? I think I have a name for it, and I forgot to give it to you. Give me 1 second.
we should.
Emmanuel's also. I'm also gonna go to the market, and I'm gonna be buying. I want like a components pouch.
Yep.
And so he'll just buying like a bunch of stuff to go in his components pouch, and some
Yeah, we
other things for, a meditation ritual that he wants to do.
Okay.
It's just like random shit, not just flavor stuff, nothing really crazy.
Gotcha. Okay, so you guys are heading to the ship. Anybody else? You're going to the market, Havelock. You're separating from the party and going to do that while they head to the ship?
Yeah.
I was
that's
gonna
fine.
go with
Okay.
Havelock because he was
Okay.
going to the market. I was gonna go as well.
Okay.
Um,
Are we all
Quite-
going to the market?
yeah, sure.
Trey, do you want 20 arrows that I just have?
That I was just gonna ask that question. Does my
I have
+1 bow use arrows, or is it like regenerate because they have the?
Yes, it uses arrows.
All right, yeah, I'm gonna buy a
Here's
bunch of
20
arrows.
arrows.
All right, sweet.
also
Why don't
20
you hold on to them till we get to the ship, please?
It's just
Um,
like pulling
I'm
arrows
bad.
out in the street. And
Doing up a
Here,
lazy
here, have 20 arrows.
teenager.
Damien, if you're doing that, I want a stealth roll.
Nap stealth coming your way.
Called out.
I would like to
I'm-
use my. No, I'll just do 18.
18.
I guess I could use my thing. Hold on. How much do I care? I guess not enough. Okay, I would keep the 18.
Okay.
Sorry.
So, I believe Trey and Bobby. And
Wait, I think I do
Emmanuel?
too. Hold on. I was checking something else on my character sheet, so I have to reload it.
Well, yours isn't that high, right?
For what?
Passive.
Oh,
Passive.
no, my-
18.
My
18
passive
passive
perception's a
perception.
23.
Your passive perception's at 23.
Mm-hmm.
Okay,
So everyone-
everybody sees Merc. He does it really well, but he just
everybody sees.
he just disappears into the crowd a little bit. You start to lose sight
I
of
could
him.
have used a superiority die, but
Nah, I like this.
You would have beat me by whatever you
Yeah,
rolled. You would have
yeah.
beat me.
You
Um,
see him trying
see
to
Merc-
be sneaky.
You see
and then-
Merc slip away. You guys are used to this now. Like, you guys are looking for him at most times. You see Merc slip away and head towards Leviathan's Rest.
Was that that was the tavern?
That was the tavern. I'm gonna say unless anybody has anything specific in the market that they're gonna do, I'm gonna switch over to Merc, and then if you guys are following, you'll let me know.
Oh, look, Emmanuel, seasoning store. Let's go over here.
Ooh,
Actually, yes, I need some herbs.
any candy stores?
There's some like dried sweet fruits,
Oh, I'll take
like
it.
dried apricots, dried apples, dried bananas, things like that.
I need to get a saddle.
Coca leaves.
A saddle.
for Lily.
Okay, let me whip up the cost of that real quick. She's a-
50 gold pieces.
Because Lily's a medium creature.
That's my guess.
Oh yeah, sorry. I completely forgot the description. And I'm gonna go back at that. You guys noticed when you guys woke up in the morning that Lily had left like shedded skin,
Ooh.
and she is now quite bigger than she was.
Ooh.
Wings are all healed from her previous injuries.
Having a Saphira moment.
And what color is she today?
Oh.
Actually, I don't really care. I don't mean to be that way.
I don't know.
Anyways,
I don't know.
so doesn't matter.
Right.
So, Merc, you secure yourself a room in the Leviathan's Rest, and you head up to your room. What do you do?
I'm going to. I remember I like tried to remember his like mind code, whatever. His mind, not, shape. No, I reach out though. Try to using the mask to reach out to the mind player.
Okay. Excuse me. You guys, you at the market. The clouds begin to roll in. As it was raining yesterday, and it seemed to have cleared up today, but the clouds begin to roll in and darken as the raindrops begin to fall. It starts to rain. It starts to get heavier. You can hear a crack of thunder.
Gee.
Rain hammers on the roof of the Leviathan's Rest. By the way, the ship is called the Crimson Gale. That's the ship you guys are going to. I just saw my notes, so I wanted to say that. Rain hammers on the roof of the Leviathan's Rest. Each drop sounds like pinpricks. Thunder rumbles above. You can hear the waves from the dock. And Merc, as you like stand there and you touch the mask sitting. You take off your mask and you touch this alien mask, and there's a mirror on the wall there, and you can see that your eyes are there and your mouth is. You look more like you did before, but misshapen. Like your eyes are there, but not quite right. The nose is still slightly off, and the mouth is just a little askew. But it's merging more into your body. And with a breath and a thought, the air tastes like ink and copper. And a crack of thunder. And in your room, reality begins to bend and shadows stretch from beneath the planks of the room. As like oozing through cracks and thought, something rises from the shadow. A figure, tall, pale, dressed in flowing robes that flicker like dying candlelight. Its face is a mess of wet, writhing tentacles, its eyes void, black, and ancient. In your mind, and out, I guess actually in your mind, because they only speak telepathically, if you allow, which I'm assuming you do. It goes, Merc, was it? Or was it Sebastian? It savors your name like a wine left too long in the cellar. He goes, I was beginning to wonder if you'd ever called in that favor.
I hate to bother you.
as you said that it floats forward, bare feet never touching the floor. As the storm begins to hush just slightly, as if it was leaning in to listen. You have my attention. What do you require?
It's quite simple, actually. Nothing too hard. Really, a simple token. It's a simple item, just a piece, the web of fate, fragment, the weave.
The web. It pauses. Woven from the threads no mortal was meant to touch, suspended in the darkest corners of the cosmos, yeah, even gods fear to walk. Simple. It leans in closer, its voice now like coiling like smoke. I know of it. It lies deep within the abyss, in the lair of the Spider Queen herself. Loth, the Obsidian Warrens they are called, where her mind has woven worlds and unmade them again. It paused and it lets that land. She guards it, possessive, predictive. It's not a tool to her, it's a plaything, a trap, a throne, a weapon made from time itself. The Mind Feather straightens, his robes fluttering a little bit with a breeze that doesn't exist in this room. He goes, and you want to hold it. Muted.
I don't think I'm gonna have a problem with that. Or am I? I'm gonna try to read him. Actually, and not give away that maybe I don't know something. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah. A low, curious hum resonates from the creature's chest. Ordinarily, I could show you a door, tear a hole in the fabric of things, but these are complicated times. The gates eternal are sealed. Travel between the realms is locked and denied. But there's still a way. One door remains. He leans in close, voice like silk dragged through teeth in your mind. Death. It raises a hand, two fingers poised gently in the air, inches from your chest. It goes, I can stop your heart. Gently, cleanly. And you will die. But you will need... And death will take your soul where spells cannot, down to the silken dark. I believe you have allies. Your allies are swift. They would have 1 minute, 60 mortal heartbeats to pull you back if they fail. If you fail, then you are hers. So, Merc, as the Mind Flayer like lowers its hand and tilts its head, do you still seek the web?
of course.
Gather what you need, I will be here to send you on your way.
Just to clear up something real quick. You said they'll have 1 minute.
Mm-hmm.
What? Keep me up to bring me back? You mean? Like
Yes.
after? Okay. Which will.
It's like you're going in, and it's like you have a timer to
Yeah,
get
yeah,
your
yeah.
shit done before.
Now,
we
time
gotta bring you
moves
back.
differently in the Abyss, so it'll be on your friends to bring you back.
Of course.
If you fail, though, Merc, and your friends do bring you back, I don't think your body will go to waste, though. I think our friend, my child, will make good use of you. As he refers to the mask on your face.
I understand the risk. I understand the deals, bargains, and packs I've made.
All right. Well, gather your way back, and I will gladly send you there, and our deal will be completed. Your favor returned. My life for your death, it seems.
A cruel irony, but you know, it's valuable to one man is trash to another, and vice versa.
I will await here on your return.
Anything else I should know while I'm down there? Help me out a little bit more. Maybe what to expect when I first. I mean, is it
I have
bit
not
random?
met the Spider Queen herself, but I have heard she is a cruel and playful mistress. She will ask something of you, and you will have to pay the price, I'm sure. But he gives nothing else.
Very well? Well, I will go and talk to my friends and my allies, my boon companions. Havelock, my oldest and most dear friend. Speak to him, of course.
Right.
So I will go and look for them.
Yeah, you find them. It's a conversation didn't take too long. You find them still in the marketplace at various vendors. The rain seems to still come down, but it's lessened.
Well,
It's a really
come
quick
walking
lead
in,
rain,
covered in
guys.
rain, water, just soaked. Walking through. Oh, he's
Oh,
got
hey,
some
look, there's
voice.
Merc.
Yeah, exactly. He's so easy. He's so easy to spot. I spot
Yeah,
him all
look,
the
there he
time.
is. He's a wet dude. He's a little wet
Yeah.
guy.
Yeah, I approach.
Where'd you go, Merc?
Sorry.
You
I
left
took a
for.
dump.
We all saw you leave.
Yeah, I had to take a dump. So mind your business.
You didn't
Did you
go.
want to know that? I didn't know I had to tell you, Bobby.
I'm just saying, you just left. Didn't
Jeez.
say anything. You do
Having
that
nothing to do
pretty
with me
frequently,
leaving,
man.
I just happened to find out that I'm going to die soon.
What?
Yes. And I need somebody who can bring me back within a minute. And I spin around to Havelock, my oldest friend.
Did you say you're gonna die?
I am.
Quit joking. I mean,
I'm not. You need to move past it, I have. But I need you to bring me back.
so serious.
What are you?
Start looking for a like a diamonds, like a place to buy diamonds. He's just gonna start looking around the courtyard as
Give me an
they're having this
investigation.
conversation.
I'll look at Emmanuel and just
I know, but you want to use one? If we need one later.
I'll say this is a pirate town. Yeah, you can find a couple, like probably 2 diamonds.
2 diamonds,
Worth,
300 each.
I think 300 each is what you need.
Is that right?
It is,
Big
yeah.
Pete with diamond
You
filling.
can find it.
I died.
Yeah, right, just
How
find the
much
diamond
gold do we
teeth.
have? I forget.
You have hold on,
Yeah,
hold on,
punch
hold
him in
on,
the
hold
mouth.
on. 15,000 platinum and 10,000 gold.
Okay, I
it's
take
fine.
some amount of money from that to buy them.
Yeah, sure, dude. Are
You
we
have
really
3
watching at this
already.
point? Are we really
Not
watching how much money you
Not
have?
really.
Why are you
It's
gonna
the-
die?
It's
And
like the arrows in
why
campaign
does
mode.
he have?
Yeah.
Yeah, you just haven't.
Well, let's finish up what we're doing and we'll figure that out after. I'm sure he has some things to
Well,
say.
is there a quick explanation, Merc? At least so we're not completely blind. Why are you dying? For who's killing you?
Why for
Who-
only a minute?
How do you know this?
I didn't say
To
that.
save someone dear to me.
Don't
I have to
bullshit me,
venture into
Oh,
the depths of the abyss. And hopefully I'll be able to save the soul of someone who's very, very, very important to me. I don't like to talk about it, but I guess if you're pressing me. So I made a deal to have my heart stopped. And I need you guys, the only people I've ever trusted in my goddamn life. Bring me back. Give me enough time to finish what I need to do, so I need to be brought back right at that minute.
You know, Merc, I understand you. Risking your
Manual,
life
can you-
for someone you love.
Manual, can you
Gotta
get the timer while you're up? And one of them little flippy ones.
Sand timer.
Hourglass.
Yeah.
Hourglass.
Yeah, there you go.
Hourglass.
no.
Yeah.
Easily,
A minute
easily.
glass.
For a minute.
Yeah.
And
Yeah, no, they
Okay,
have,
wanna-
they have all
I
different
wanna
timings.
I want to test a couple of the minute
Yeah, yeah.
ones to make sure they're all actually a minute. And
Yeah,
like,
you find
count.
one that's fairly accurate.
That's like, okay.
Yeah, yeah.
I found this.
Okay.
We have a minute.
Yeah.
Okay, well, I don't know what it's gonna be like for you, Merc, but we'll probably pull you back a little early to be safe.
Let me just take the hourglass. Merc, if it, I pay my things and I grab him by the shoulder and I just walk out. I don't mind the rain, but I'm like the mindscape of where things go. So I'm sure they told you or whoever you spoke to that time moves differently. So we might have a minute, but you'll have much more time, perceivably. I spent, what, a year with Calabar stuck in a mindscape, but it was far longer than that.
Well, hopefully it's enough time. And I think I would rather err on having extra time than getting pulled out, unless it's like years, I guess. If every minute or every second is a year, then okay, yeah. Let's. Do we know the conversion
down there
time?
for like
Well, you
50
won't know.
years. He
You
comes
won't
out
know.
like
Is there any way I can signal them? Perhaps I could let loose of my flatulence from my dead corpse. at
You're-
a certain
You're
time.
gonna be dead, dude.
It'll already
Let's
be
think
doing
about
that.
this. There's probably some clever trick. How could my soul interact? Does anyone have a speak with the dead spell?
Nope.
Yeah.
How long do you? And how long does that take to cast? Because we could prepare it where you're like 30
That's-
seconds in, you cast
that's an
that to ask me.
instant spell.
Bam. So 30 seconds
Yeah.
in, you reach out, ask me, hey, how much more time you need? And if I'm like, get me out, you'll know.
Wouldn't
I've got a
yo-yo his
beard. He's been in there for 100
DM question. Wouldn't that yo-yo his soul back to his body temporarily?
Yeah, I might.
Temporarily. So you'd get like a break to talk to us. Well, we have to think though. A question. We'd have one question basically, because that takes time, and we only have a minute.
Right.
Yeah. That's right. You'd
So
have
we'd
to
have
just
one
be like,
second.
yeah, it'd have to be a yes or no. Like, do you want pulled out or do you want revived? And I would say either. Do you want
You know
revived
what, we
now?
should
I
just
always want
say-
revived. Do you want revived now or do you want me revived
You want it
closer to-
now? Later?
So what it should be is you should die. We should basically instantaneously ask you.
Instantaneously. It takes 6 seconds. So
But-
like after 20 or 25
so-
seconds, you would cast.
Something
the
like
Halfway
spell.
cast
Right.
it
Yeah, maybe
and
20
then-
seconds. Wait 20 seconds, cast it, ask your question, and that should be
But
around
then-
30 to 40 seconds.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay.
And that's enough for you to give me, that's better than,
Yeah.
and then I might be like, no more time. And then at that point, you guys give me the closest you can get.
Okay.
Okay. Hopefully
You
I'll
know
be able
this
to
is
bring her
fucking
soul back.
crazy, right?
You want me to enhance an ability of yours again?
I don't think how it
I
works.
It helped
do,
you
and I
so
don't
much
know if it'll
last time.
work. Because you cast it
Because
on my
you're-
body.
Okay. I
Uh,
have a
but
rules
yeah.
question. If I cast bless on him, would it sustain?
I'm not gonna answer that.
Same with
Ooh.
same with
Because
enhance ability. I'm
there is
assuming,
no way
Well,
any of
to
you would know.
that.
no, yeah.
It's
I'm
gonna
just
be you're gonna have to do it or don't do it.
Right.
I'm just
Lay it
thinking
on
Find
about
out
me.
if it works.
and that,
Merc,
especially
I'm
with how my
willing-
magic works, like connecting
Yeah,
with
yeah.
the soul.
By
Merc,
far.
I'm willing
Sure,
to
sure.
try.
I'll say
But
maybe
what
that
last?
works better
What you
because of
want?
that. But
Yeah.
I don't know. Yeah, I don't know.
What do you
I
want
need
me to
charisma.
enhance?
Charisma.
Again?
Because I'm not fighting. There's no there's not fighting
Yeah,
my way
fight
out of
them.
this one.
No.
Yeah, yeah.
No.
So,
And I would say
I mean,
anything
you gotta
physical
sneak
isn't going to
and,
help
like-
you.
yeah, exactly. So I'm gonna say
Yeah.
charisma, even though I think all of them are gonna be good. I think if I get in a situation where I'm talking to anything, I need to be able to not get myself
Sure.
destroyed.
So you want the
Okay.
Eagle Splendor.
Give me your eagle.
So you Eagle Splendor him.
And
You guys
I go
are
like
you
this,
leading them
and when
back
Your
I-
eagle is
to?
inside.
when
Are you
When I
leading them back to the tavern because you do need to go back there to do this?
Yeah,
Right.
come with me.
Need the room.
When
Don't be alarmed
when
at
I-
what you see. Nobody mess with me.
When I
while
cast
I'm
it,
dead.
I go like this. I go.
I think I could trust, and I turn and I look my blankless, steel maskless mask face at each and every person. That we can all go on the honor system. That you guys aren't gonna mess or do anything. While I'm
You're very quiet.
Definitely gonna take your.
You're not going to be
mask off.
messing or doing anything with me while I'm
We won't draw any mustaches on you,
don't do anything.
I will take
or
your
Alright.
mask off.
unibrow, or anything.
I'll walk him up there.
Alright, you guys walk up there. You walk up to the.
As I'm buying
To the
like 3
tavern.
sticks of charcoal.
Yeah. He leads you up to the Leviathan's Rest. He goes to this room and he opens the door as you all enter this room. And in the corner, standing there floating just slightly, Emmanuel, you would recognize this immediately. A 6'5"
Do I recognize
mind-
him? 'Cause he was
mind
in
flayer.
My library.
No, I don't think you've ever been down there. You
Okay.
know of what happens, but I don't think that's something that you've experienced or been, I'm not sure at your level you even know what they use to do that.
No, probably not. But I feel like I probably knew there. Was
But you know what a
down
mind
there.
flayer is.
And I probably knew, yeah, or like rumors at least. Like, yeah, there's a
Yeah.
mind flare in the basement. You know, like.
Yeah. So you see him fling, he goes,
Jesus.
return with your allies.
Did you
What is
come
this
from
shit? What? What's that?
He pulls it. He goes like this behind you, and the door shuts.
That's terrifying.
Now you're into my world, and I turn and draw my blade. No, I'm
Oh.
joking.
The mind flayer begins to float
no.
towards you, Merc. The rest of you kind of recoil away a bit, like as he approaches Merc.
Wait,
Yes.
I look around. We're in a room, right? So I grab a chair
Yep,
and I slide it
okay.
over because I'm not going to be, what's the word? What do you do to a body when you what's it called?
You what?
Desecrate?
You mess with it or
Oh,
how am I
desecrated,
gonna-
yeah.
Desecrate. Jesus, I
Yeah.
could not
Yeah,
think of the word. Thank
Yeah.
you. So I was like, I'm not going to be desecrated, so I'm
Okay.
going to sit in a chair.
And you sit in the chair. The mind flayer comes to you. The mind flayer's eyes flutter shut. One pale finger touches Merc's sternum. As a crackle
hold
of what?
I said, hold on. We need to be prepared.
I also give him my holy symbol. I hand Merc my holy symbol.
To what? To which god?
I
Some
You've
give
never
smelly
heard of it.
fish
You've
god?
never recognized. Yeah, kind of.
That's
More like a
sweet,
tree
but
god.
no, that's okay.
She'll help you.
Say your piece now. Our deal
So-
will commence.
I get the hourglass ready.
Yes, I'm ready.
I just quickly whisper to my docent thing to observe.
Okay.
Is this recording?
Yeah,
gonna-
is this on? Is this on?
I'm gonna take some of the herbs and things that I got, and I'm gonna prepare bless.
Okay.
Standing behind him.
You're gonna whatever you do, and in all your mind, you're hearing this. Whatever you do, do it now before I do this.
All right, I'm ready.
Kill.
3, 2.
Bless him. And
Yep.
Emmanuel, cast bless.
Go.
You do your eagle splendor. The crackle of violent light pulses outward, and then silence. No pain,
Timer.
no breath, no
Oh,
heartbeat.
okay.
This is
As
crazy.
Merc's body is, though, you see, as you are already dead, Merc, but his body slams back on the chair, pushing it backwards as it hits the
I was
wall and
behind him.
falls down.
I try
Okay,
and grab
you
it.
My
catch
legs
him.
fall over my head. I'm like, my ass is up.
This,
Look at the one
in this
that's
moment,
desecrated.
his steel mask goes off sideways, and you see
shit.
Merc's deformed-looking face with this
Immediately,
merged
I try
creature
and
that
push it
kind of
back
like
on
I was
before
gonna say,
people see
immediately
it.
as that happened,
yeah.
I know that Merc has never wanted to show his face. I'll put it
yeah.
right
So
back on.
you guys
Just
respectfully
immediately, he's like, nope.
put it back on.
What the?
Emmanuel definitely took a good peek though before he put it back
Yeah,
on.
yeah. The Mind Flayer steps back as this tear in space again. The shadows come up around him, and the voice echoes in all your minds. Good luck. As the Mind Flayer disappears. You guys gingerly lay Merc down. Merc, you awaken, but not in the tavern. You stand aboard what seems like a vessel, blackened and broken, floating in an ocean of glistening silk. The stars above are moving, twitching like spiders crawling across a dying eye. The wind seems to be made of whispers. And ahead, far in the horizon, a towering webbed cathedral gleams in the dark. This is the Obsidian Warrens, the home of Loth, and the place where fate itself is bound. The
take a
threads
second to-
beneath your...
sorry.
Yeah, go ahead.
Go ahead.
No, you're good. You do your
I
thing.
was just gonna say, take a second to collect myself.
The threads beneath your feet stretch like veins across a corpse, tense and slick and impossibly long, as you walk in silence. That vessel you seem to arrive on is gone, consumed by the silk sea behind you. All that remains is this endless path forward, suspended in black nothing. Above, stars twitch and vanish like blinking eyes. You pass statues of a faceless woman with 8 arms, half buried in strands. You pass cocoons the size of carriages, pulsing softly. Whispers follow you. Voices you know, but you cannot name. And then you arrive. Before you looms the Obsidian Warrens, a cathedral of web and bone suspended in a cradle of infinite thread. Its doors are veiled with strands of molten silver. 1,000 spiders, the size of dogs, weave and unweave symbols in the air above the archway. The doorways part soundlessly. You enter. The interior is not builded, it's grown. Every wall pulses gently like a breath held too long. Giant spires of petrified silk curve like ribs of a dead god. The air hums with dread. At the far end of the chamber, atop a towering webbed platform that hangs mid-air, she waits. Loth. Her upper half is a regal, obsidian-skinned drow woman, beautiful, terrible, and timeless. Her lower half is an immense spider, legs folded beneath her body, the size of siege towers, covered in black chitlin that glistens like oil. Her hair floats as if she was underwater, and her 8 eyes, each different shapes and hue, regard you, Merc, with infinite amusement. She says nothing at first, only watches. One leg lifts slightly and plucks a thread of web beneath her. A distant scream echoes through the chamber as someone else's fate is snapped like a twig. Then she speaks. So, her voice is both many and one, like a choir whispering through a throat made of velvet and bone. A mortal has come to pluck at my threads. She leans forward, just enough to feel like the world is tilting towards her. Tell me your name, little knot. Tell me what you seek.
My lady, I only seek power to rise above the rabble. I need web of fate shard, but only if your grace would allow it. My name is Sebastian Black. Though my friends, my closest friends, would call me Bastion.
Well, Bastion, the web of fate is not a prize, it's a punishment. It sees what was, what is, and what that could never be. To touch it is to lose yourself in the what ifs. But it is beautiful, isn't it? She raises one hand, thread spinning out from her palm like a blooming flower of time. You see moments flash in them. Your birth, your failures, your death, and one that hasn't happened yet. And then the threads vanish. May take a piece, but nothing in my realm is free. As 3 threads float before her, each one glowing, shifting, and humming. You may choose one, but each one comes at a cost. I'll say about, for you guys, 10 seconds have come by. Give me the name.
Whose fate
Sorry.
do you dangle in front of me? Whose fate do you dangle in front of me?
Why, yours, Bastion. First, this one comes at the cost of your Give me the name no one knows, the one you never say aloud, the one that binds you to who you are. And she points to a second strand. This one. Choose one you care for. You will never hear their voice again, not in dreams, not in death, not even their names on lips. And finally, speak the false thing you fear is real, and let it become so. These are the webs I offer you, Bastion. Choose.
What's the first one?
The first one was, give me the name no one knows, the one you never say aloud, the one that binds you to who you are. She's basically asking for your true name. I'm just going to read them all. The second one is choosing one you care for. You will never hear their voice. And the third one is to speak a lie that you fear to be... It specifically has to be a lie you fear to be true. Something that you're not sure is true, but you fear that it's true. And she says, and then she will make it so. So at this point, about 30 seconds has passed.
I'm casting Speak with the Dead.
You leave me, Bastion, but do return soon. As you're like the rug underneath your feet is like ripped, and you're just like you're back into your own body as you sit up in that chair. But you know it's not for long, and you can only answer the question.
Ready?
Excuse me. Yeah.
Ready?
Are you asking me if I'm ready for the... Okay, see, this is the D&D,
No,
the literal
that's what he
thing
asked.
that happened in the
That's what he
movie.
That's what he asked. He asked if you're ready.
No.
Undo it.
Perfect.
Understand. That's a coherent conversation.
No,
You
you're
ready?
back.
No.
You're
Okay.
back in front of the Spider Queen. You will not. You left for a moment, Bastion. You will not do so again.
I can only think of one who I care for and to never hear or think of. Cannot abide that. I will speak to you my true name.
Speak it loud.
My name's Sebastian Black.
As the name exits your mouth, it also exits your mind. You are no longer Sebastian Black to you. That name means nothing to you. You know nothing of it. Your name is forgotten. As the other two webs disappear, and she holds out her massive hand. Like, this thing is, like, she could crush you with her hand. She holds out the web.
New Spinner X was wrong about you, lady. I reach out to grab it.
She gives you a curious look. You see. Clever little knot. He will betray you like he did me.
I'll betray him first.
And then I'll say at that point, a minute has passed.
I have my
That's good too, because I was gonna just try. Yeah, that's good. I started trying to
diamond ready
get his
and-
name out of her, but I was like, not enough time. All right, let's go.
and as the sand's about to finish, I boop him
Okay.
with Revivify.
And you're back in your body, Merc.
Now, am I holding
yeah,
this
no,
thing?
you have 1 hit point.
And am I holding this thing in my physical hand? Is it just something I carry with me now internally, or is it like one of those, which I totally get, if I like wake up and it's like in my hand, or is it like
Open your hand.
something I carry with me now? Like that's what it is. Like that's the web of,
Open your hand.
I'm looking. Yeah, I open my hand.
You see a thin silver strand across your palm.
No. Close out. I tie it. I take it and like tie it around the
I,
pommel
I
of my
cast-
blade, my short
I
sword, or
heal-
my dagger.
I cast Cure Wounds at
I-
third level.
I heal him for 18 points.
Ah!
Mine was
Two
21.
healing. 21 and how much?
Has
18.
anyone seen that
Woo! Yeah.
the trailer for Superman?
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
You know, when the sunlight's hitting him?
Yeah.
That's Merc right now. That's Merc
Yeah.
right now. Being healed, just
Ah.
like everything. Your heart's being
That looks so
repaired right
good.
now, basically.
Yeah.
Like, whew.
I told
You
you, Bad
are-
Boy always comes through.
You did good. You did good, Frog. You did good. And you did good, Havelock. You're the only person on the planet I would have trusted.
It was down to the wire, my friend.
That was intense.
Well, were you successful?
I was. Thanks to you. You guys.
I think that'll be a good place to
forget
take our
this.
break.
Ooh, boy.
And then we'll unless there's something else we want to do, we will pick back up, arriving at the ship.
We're good.
Ooh, boy. All right. Well, muting up. We'll see you in 15.
Lost you.
All right, good to go. Let me get some music. What kind of music you want going?
I still feel like tense, or maybe not tense, but like
Suspenseful?
suspenseful. Yeah, suspenseful is good.
Dark.
Yeah. I feel like that's the vibe regardless.
Disco.
The mind's a Moria.
Yeah. Okay,
The wine.
so I have to get back to my notes. Okay. You reach the former crew of Captain Dubois. They look to you and goes, you lot's the one Bim spoke of?
Yeah.
And you see a familiar face turn the corner, and you see Jethro from Captain Stormsong's crew, and goes, yeah, they're the ones. I volunteered
What are you doing, man?
to
What a good
take you
guy.
guys. You guys did me a solid back in the jungle, and I want to repay you.
Good to have you.
Appreciate it.
You brought me around.
Stand your toes.
Good to have a
Everyone
friendly
get
face.
on. You, so we wait until morning, or we're gonna head out tonight?
Wait till morning, I think.
Early morning, yeah.
But I don't think we want to wait the full day.
All right, we'll head out in the morning. You guys settle down for the night. If there's anything you want to do before the night ends, if not, we will just have our long rest.
I will take the time to question Merc. How does trip into the unknown?
It was
Not about what he did, but how it was there. Not prying, see? No?
you know, old me might have been terrified, but I found a bit of peace there. Interestingly enough, though it was
Terrifying thing.
it was eerie, perhaps even terrified. I looked into the eyes of the Queen of
You know-
Chaos herself.
You don't have like any leftover spiders on you, right? Because like I don't like spiders.
Don't you eat spiders?
Yeah,
You don't eat spiders.
that's
You
racist.
eat
crickets.
bugs,
Wow.
not arachnids.
So you
Arachnids are bugs.
You don't eat any
Insects.
spiders.
No.
Okay.
Not even on
Never.
accident?
Nope.
Everybody does an accident.
Nope. Never ate a spider.
That's
on
Haven.
Havelock,
Yes, Haven chirping in.
Never.
Havelock, who do you follow? You're a cleric, right? Or do you just kind of
no
follow a
one's asked.
Yeah, exactly. That's why I'm. Tell me more about you, Havelock.
Just
Um,
putting everything off of
in-
him. He's like, no, we're all done.
in confidence, without anyone else listening, I share with Merc that I'm from a special group of clerics that we draw our strength and our knowledge from the sacred place from where I'm from, that is essentially a pool of people who've I guess you could say it's a pool of spirits, if I'm translating it correctly. It's a wealth of knowledge of everyone who's been this class of cleric before from my village, or the place that the clerics are from. And that's why I wear this. It's my tap into that knowledge.
Rich, deep backstory. Havelock, I wish I would have asked sooner. I guess I thought it was pretty personal. Maybe I should have just asked in front of everybody. I apologize.
No, it's fine. I joined them after I did my book, and it's what I used to get out here. I've been here before in sanctuary by myself, and I actually met oh, chances character Haven.
Haven.
I met Haven here on our way way back. w- this was when I didn't know anything about being on the land.
Is this
We've-
just to Merc?
Just
Yeah.
to Merc, yeah.
Appreciate you telling me all this.
Yeah, it's and the more that I speak to this tap into back home, the more they learn. That's why I sometimes talk to it, or if you've noticed, I have it observe the rare things that we do, increasing the wealth of knowledge that we have.
You're teaching it, it teaches you sometimes.
Yes.
Interesting. Good fair trade. A balance, equilibrium, as all things should be. Got a dagger balance. Okay, Merc, I think is going a different route.
Hmm.
Wow.
Merc just starts snapping to him.
Emmanuel's like nodding his head, like.
Yeah, he's like, yeah. It slowly starts to, yeah. Well, let me tell you this then. Hold on to it. I bet wherever you go, wherever your spirit lands, is better than where I was just at. If that's what you're. Especially
Yeah,
for
I-
you, my sweet Havelock. Why oh so innocent Havelock?
Whom
Just
I
in
owe
this
debt.
one session, Havelock's become his best friend.
I
What
mean, no,
I
he's
want
been
through
his
this
best friend
now
for
is
a
for
while.
me is best case scenario. When I was just at, I was like, I can do this. Okay, it's not amazing, but the other options are.
It's my hope
Most
at the end of my days to step into the pool and become part of the wealth of knowledge.
Pass along. Interesting.
Hmm.
One tap into this wellspring of knowledge.
You must go through the trials of becoming the cleric of the.
Suck it up. Convert. Yeah, convert. Okay, okay.
I
We'll
want
talk
to be
about
a
that.
tree when I die.
You're gonna
Like a
As
tree.
Bobby says randomly to the group.
Bobby
Yeah.
just like sitting. Bobby and Trey are just sitting on the boat, and Trey's like, "What the fuck?"
Trey's like, I'm gonna eat you when you die.
Best
So
frog
true.
leg
That's
ever.
so true.
But then I
I'm
will
good.
take a dump, and you
Like,
might
you'll
become
make
a
pretty
tree
good
that way.
jerky.
For...
I'm
So-
getting my fishing pole out.
If Bobby dies at all during these next 5 episodes, Trey has to cook him.
He's
I
gonna.
feel like he
The
has
jerky.
to. He's gonna.
You little
All
The
right,
Bobby
so
jerky.
if there's not any more role playing we want to do,
I think our plan
You guys-
is to go out after
Yep.
them. Did we hear the explosion here, or is he gonna be days away?
Oh yeah,
he'll be several hours away.
We'd be
Well, I
sailing
think
into the
make
wreckage.
a perception check.
Yeah, if it happens, you would be sailing into the wreckage.
Can
Let's, if it happens. Yeah, okay, DM. Let's get
Yeah,
on the
so-
boat and get out there.
Okay,
They
so
left
you guys
Yeah.
like a
early in the
couple hours
morning,
ago,
and you
right?
guys are leaving.
Yeah.
You guys are they left early in the morning. You guys were waiting until morning, so it's gonna be close to 24 hours.
Oh, I thought it was nighttime when they left.
No, it was morning.
Okay, well, either way. So they'll have about it.
So they'll be a day ahead of you.
Yeah.
So, you guys rest for the night. You guys can expend long rests, expend any, whatever, reset everything. Yes.
Yeah, my
The
fault.
crew welcomes you. They've been well paid, or they're cashing in favors they owed to Bim. You're not quite sure. But
Don't really care.
you don't really care. I will also say, Damien, with the loss of your name, your true name, any suspicion of Ben being your father is gone. Because you no longer recognize the black name. You still believe your father did what he like. You still have the memories of it,
Yeah. But he's not. But the name. You're right. Yeah.
but the name
gotcha,
means nothing to you now.
gotcha.
Just the face.
So,
I have no
you
face.
might have
I
a
have no
fake.
name.
Yeah.
You just smirk.
So,
I'm just Merc
You
now.
guys
Now for real. Like
yeah.
Merc was just now I am Merc. You're right. My God.
Hmm.
My God.
You become
You
the alien.
sail out into the morning.
He's a
Some of you wake up and you guys are already on the sea as the
Is there
crew
Bruce
gets everything
Wayne?
together. And I'll say you travel for several days with no sign of any wreckage.
During this time.
Sorry.
Mm.
Sorry, go ahead. No, go ahead.
I
the
want
crow's nest.
to be training on Lily and learning how to fly and ride her.
Sure. Every once in a while,
with
Bobby's
my-
just taking Lily out and kind of scouting around, eagle eye over the ship, practicing. Emmanuel?
The entire time we're on the boat, like as soon as we set off in the morning, Emmanuel's in the crow's nest. He's not even in like the part where you're supposed to stand. He's like sitting on the mast, and he doesn't move for days.
That's some fucking weight on the mast right there, let me tell you.
He's a light dwarf. I mean, he's like an agile dwarf. He's balancing really good.
He's
It's a pretty
thick.
big mast.
Yeah,
It's a pretty thick mast. I mean, it's like
Yeah.
a pirate ship mast. But the what did I call it? The Crimson. Not the Crimson. Did I call it the Crimson? What did I call it?
And when I say he doesn't move, he doesn't come down for dinner. He doesn't come down for water. He doesn't come down at night.
In deep meditation.
Or just
Uh,
freaking out the
he's
whole
I
actually
time.
realized I named the ship the Crimson Gale, and you
Yeah.
guys are going to see the Crimson Hand, which is stupid, but I'm not going to back down from it. So
It's a
makes
funny
sense.
coincidence.
it's
perfect
the
ship
Crimson
for us.
Gale heads out. You travel for several days with no sign of wreckage or anything like that.
Oh, that's a bummer.
On the third day, though, in the distance, you can see smoking remains of what looks to be a ship, and several bodies floating in the water.
Closer. I'm gonna hop down and run up to the tip of the whatever, you know how it always
Yeah.
has like
The bowsprit.
I'm gonna
I'm gonna fly over on
Woo.
Lily and take a look
Sure.
at everything.
Sure. You don't see. You see several Cyterans and Draconians dead in the water.
Can I see Calabar?
One moment. Sorry. Bobby, give me an Arcana check.
An Arcana check.
Yep.
Ooh.
you heard the man.
18, natural 18 plus 0.
So, from what Calabar told you before he left, when this revelation of him being a simulacrum, he had said he was made of ice and snow. There would, if he did perish, there would be no remains.
Let's Havelock maybe, and who else? Isn't there another water breather? Anybody else want to kind of search the wreckage, maybe for valuables or maybe survivors? Or...
Here.
Yeah.
Let's go check
Wait,
it
all
out.
Trey,
And
you can
I
breathe in the
cast
water?
water walk on everyone.
I can
Oh, okay.
swim,
Well,
bitch.
Okay, well I just
Okay.
jump off the ship and walk on the water. So
okay, I'll do that. I'll walk on the water and go over there. But yeah, if you guys want to check under the water, and I'll go check on top of the water, looking for taking rings off the dead body. you guys never looted bodies before?
Everything.
Yeah. I mean, there's several swords and bows and crossbows.
Yeah.
Not all in great condition. A lot of it waterlogged and soaked.
Look at this.
They seemed prepared for battle, but I wouldn't say any of their gear is much better than what you already have.
Healing potions?
Give me an investigation check
Yes.
with advantage. Everybody, you can Merc you too because you were looking.
With
Investigation?
advantage or not with advantage? You still
Uh, With advantage or separate. I don't care which.
Let's do. Okay, well I already rolled, so I guess don't
separate.
yeah. separate. Let's do separate. I rolled a 7.
Well, I rolled an 11.
No healing
Not great.
potions.
Woo! No healing potion.
Doesn't seem to be a lot. And you've seen some broken glass and stuff. There could have been some, but that's lost to the sea.
Well, he came through for us,
He did indeed.
as it would seem. I'm scanning the area.
You see no sign of Calabar.
Who else would be following us right now? Or would be tricking us? Anybody else we gotta be worried about?
For the first time ever, I'm standing on the water around the wreckage, and I cast Wild Companion.
Okay.
I don't know
What do you
type-
summon from the seas?
I'm thinking a dolphin.
Fuck yeah, I don't care. I don't care what the rules say. You just go like into the water and a dolphin just comes up.
Yep.
What's
And
up?
I ask it to search below for any wreckage that looks like it's from a ship.
Yeah, hell yeah.
It looks
Mark
down
in the-
there. You can look through its eyes. I'm pretty sure like find familiar.
Yeah.
There's wreckage. It's all waterlogged. There's swords and spears and things like that. There's a small chest of gold. I mean, but it's a paltry sum compared to the amount you already have.
Right.
But Calabar was successful.
Excellent.
This was the ship. They did not reach Five Finger Cove, and you have about a day's travel left to the cove.
I think we're doing just fine then, guys. I think we can treat ourselves to getting hammered drunk tonight.
Emmanuel! The ship got exploded!
You
Nothing.
see, Trey's just
Just keep
using
looking
his
forward.
Echo Knight underwater to kill fish. He's put the fishing pole down.
I love that. That's amazing.
Just catching
That's
us
what you
dead.
see, right? The dolphins going. But that I think it's an hour for the find familiar with it, right?
After 2 hours, actually.
Okay. 2 hours pass, the dolphin fucks off and like decides to go into the ocean.
Yep.
Sorry.
We'll
And you can
use
chill-
it to draw the fish into Trey for a bit. for
Sure.
fun.
You bring in some fish onto the boat. The crew cook offers to cook them up for you. You just have a good meal.
Oh,
You rest again for another night as you travel. And in the distance, you can see a landmass and a large tower on the top of a cliff, coming out from the base of like this. So the way I'm trying to describe it, it's on the base of it's on the beach, but it rises up and blends into a cliffside that comes out like this.
As soon as we see landfall,
Mhm.
Emmanuel just onto the deck.
Superhero landing.
Badass, bro. So the ship was destroyed. I don't know if you heard me because you didn't respond.
I saw it.
Like a. Okay, cool. How was your no food?
He like brings his hand up and it like his veins glow into his hand.
Pretty rad.
Pretty good.
So, in the distance, you can see the tower of the Crimson Hand. It rises like a jagged spine from the cliffs of Five Finger Cove. You see almost like crimson veined stone pulse dimly beneath the sky. Each gust of wind tearing at the tower's weather-worn banners. You see. Yeah, and in this moment, it begins to rain again. The rain falls in sheets all of a sudden, and the sea below thrashes somewhat violently against the rocks.
I love rain.
So, you guys approach the boat captain or whoever it goes. So you want to? This is as far as we go, lads. We have some boats for you to row in.
I'm captain now.
I am captain now. I am the captain now. But they basically, in period, they will not get any closer to this.
Fair.
I'm gonna swim there.
An alive one. So
Well,
Bobby
throw a rope
jumps in the
around
water to
Bobby,
swim.
have him pull our
They
boat
offer
first.
you boats if you want it, or you can water
We
walk wherever you
use
want.
your
I'll take a boat.
water walk thing. Best not
Okay,
to
we'll
make
water walk.
ourselves known. Smaller targets to see.
Yeah,
That
it
is
lasts-
true.
It
Or
lasts an hour when I cast it. So
But it's another day, so
yeah.
how about I'll take the boat. How many people need to be? Is it one
it's a
person per row?
rowboat, so one or two people you could probably fit all of you into 2 boats.
Why don't you guys sneak out and I'll row in with if somebody else needs to, and then that might draw people's attention, and then you guys will be like, we've got you. So whoever can go in the water and swim and be good and be safe and fight well in the water, then I say do it, and I'm getting in the boat.
Okay.
But try to stay
Get in
hidden.
the boat with him.
Okay, you guys get in the boat. Whoever's swimming swims.
Swim.
Give me stealth rolls, because I'm sure you're trying to not be seen, even though you're in a boat.
Yeah, I mean
How's
we're
the
not,
guys
yeah,
in the
we're
boat?
not splashing.
Guys
We're
in
not.
the-
We're
eh,
trying to be.
I'm gonna say stealth rolls for everyone swimming. I want disadvantage stealth rolls on the guys in the boat.
We're trying to like seem like we're trying to be stealthy, but not actually be
Yeah.
stealthy.
But you're in a boat, so it's only you can only go
Yeah.
so far.
17 with
23.
disadvantage.
30, 20.
Oh wait, no, disadvantage.
Disadvantage.
Still pretty good. 17.
Bobby,
30, 20.
what was yours? Trey,
22.
Havelock.
15.
Bad
While we're
job.
rowing, I'm just gonna say to Merc, like, as we're like, it's like quiet for a while, and we've just been rowing, and like, no, we haven't said anything. I'm just gonna be like, saw your face.
I'm gonna stick him in the throat with a dagger and push his body over. Nobody. What happened to Emmanuel? I don't know. I don't know.
Behind you.
No.
While his body's floating there, I have no idea what happened. to
Yeah.
guys.
Okay.
It wasn't
I'll
on
listen.
purpose, but and we put the mask right back on. But just wanted to tell you.
I know you know. I knew you knew. I don't say anything. I just nod and keep rowing.
As you guys reach the beach, you all collectively get back together. Doesn't seem like you've been noticed. And as you approach this tower, there is a door with writing on the door, but the language is a strange language.
What language is it?
Can anybody read this strange language? Can anyone comprehend
anyone
this strong language?
I can speak 7, so
Abyssal.
I don't
dang
speak
it,
a
I've
lot
got
of them. I could-
Celestial on my bingo card.
Yeah.
Where do you find it on here? Your
Your proficiencies and training.
Trey, I will say that word looks very familiar.
abyssal. Huzzah!
You can read it.
Oh, nice.
Yeah,
It
yeah.
says,
It says
Merc,
devour.
It says devour.
Yeah.
Devour.
Same word. Do I recognize it from my previous history check I made like
Yeah.
6 days ago?
Yeah, you recognize
Okay.
it.
Understand all languages. I forgot.
Yeah, you do.
Oh, yeah.
Oh yeah. Oh nice.
mind.
That's good to know.
Yeah, should probably start using that. But I know abyssal apart from that.
I'd say Haven actually would be able to read it as well. Fucking Warlock Pact. But it is the same word that you read on that sheet from all the time ago, Trey.
We're in the right spot.
Seems so.
What the fuck we gonna do here?
Fine.
Part of my
First
French.
of all, keep your eyes peeled.
Yeah, I'm
They're
looking.
assassins for a reason.
What is French?
Maybe let's have someone walk backwards in the
Yeah,
back.
what is our plan though here exactly right now in this moment? That's a good thing to make sure we have hammered down.
Why did we come here again?
We're all just
Everyone gets
Why are we
amnesia.
here again, guys?
We're here for the heart.
Right.
it's here.
That's right.
Okay. then we need a
Presumably in
scout.
this big place.
The best scout right now would be some sort of tiny animal or something. The second best scout, and I'm sorry to say this, but I'm not, is gonna be me. So, somebody has some way of perhaps spending because we're in like, what's it look like right now? Like we're on a
Not
beach,
so bad,
It's,
right?
so you're on the bottom of a cliff where the beach leads up to, and it's this large tower leading up to a cliff face. It's like a singular, classic circular wizard tower type logo.
Oh,
like,
it's a tower.
like,
I'm sorry. I
it's
guess
a
I was
tower.
picturing like a. Okay. That changes
no, this is
everything.
a
Never
tower.
mind.
Built into a
I'm
cliff.
sorry. I was like, maybe we have a bird that flies up over this. Like,
yeah,
okay.
No. You're
Okay,
in
the
the
tower is right here.
So we're like at the
Well,
base of
then-
the tower-ish now.
I'm
or
gonna
are
go
we still
check it for
far away?
traps.
Yeah, you're at the base of it.
That's right, because we saw the door.
Is there a door? Yeah, I'm gonna go check it for traps.
Yeah, the door has the word "devour" in abyssal on the
Yeah,
front of
that's
it.
it.
Yeah, without touching it, I'm gonna check it for traps.
Okay, give me trap check.
As
With
he's,
investigation.
First
I'll
investigation.
cast guidance on him.
as he's doing
Yeah,
that,
that's
we're
what it
all like on the shore now, right?
Yep, you guys are at the door, like at the base of this tower.
Okay, I'm gonna
Doesn't matter,
cast
even with
I guided you.
guidance,
pass
Steve,
without trace.
Even
on
guidance,
us.
I can only
Okay.
get a 9.
Okay.
Oh, no, I was
Next
just making
tower.
sure you heard me.
Does
You
password
don't
trace
see any. You
back?
don't see any traps, and it is locked. You don't see the discernible like door handle or like pick lock, like lock pick or like lock hole,
I-
keyhole, but it is shut and sealed.
I say devour in abyssal.
You hear these mechanical, and the door just opens.
I have a rules question.
Yeah.
If I
Mhm.
also cast Pass Without a Trace, would that make we have a
No.
plus?
No.
It's just a hat on a hat.
Okay.
Keep your spells.
The hat on a hat.
fucking
And we call
dude.
that
Hey,
a double hat.
keep asking.
That's $1 million.
You unlock the doors to the tower.
That's a neat trick.
Need to be on point right now. Lock it in. Hey, everyone, look at me real quick. Look at me. Lock it in. Okay? Going to the Assassin's Tower.
Stay right here. I'm gonna bind. I like close my eyes and breathe through my nose really heavily, and I bind our souls together, or form
Whoa.
our souls. I'm gonna use emboldening bond. I guess I'll do Havelock, Bobby, myself, and Trey, because I don't think
Okay.
not Ren, Merc,
How dare
needs
you.
it. So while we're within 30 feet of each other, you guys add a D4 once per turn to attack roll, ability check, or saving throw.
Oh, snap, son.
Okay.
Yeah.
So
Bless.
as you guys go, I
Basically.
want group stealth roll.
All right,
Who rolled
Yeah,
that?
add a
I cast
D4.
pass without a trace.
Yep,
Just
yep,
means
you
I'm
did.
running a stealth check.
Plus 10.
So
Plus 10
someone just
and-
roll it? And
No,
plus
we just
the
all
D4.
roll, and then he.
Oh, fuck. I'm using my, I'm using, I can't remember.
It's a 32 for Trey.
Ambush. Allows me to use my superiority die.
Plus 10.
37.
Jeez, that was
Havelock?
tough.
So I have disadvantage on stealth rolls, and I got a 3, which makes it a 13.
Okay.
Plus your D4.
Plus a D4.
Yeah, so you guys, I got a
94.
20. A
Okay.
dirty 20. But listen,
Oh, so
you gotta
10.
understand, I just had a plus
That's
10.
so low. That's so low.
Yeah, I get a plus. Yeah, I get a plus. I got a plus
Hey.
19.
I rolled a 1, which means I also have a dirty 20.
Oh wait, I lied. I have a 30. I didn't add the 20 yet.
No, yeah,
Yeah.
that's right.
Oh,
Okay.
never mind.
More successes and failures, but well, actually,
Except
I gotta
for
roll
the
for
nat
I gotta
one.
roll. I gotta roll for Haven.
Different
He's
one.
our. He's a 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We got 3 successes and 3 failures with a natural one. I'm calling it. So it's gonna be Haven. I'm rolling for Haven.
Skill check though. There's no crit fails on skill checks.
I
rolled a 2
know.
and I got a 31. I don't
That's
understand
fine.
how that-
That's fair, actually. There's enough There's enough wins over loot losses, anyways. So the climb
almost
into
a
this
little bit.
tower is narrow. This ancient path into this tower is like carved in. This tower is almost carved into the cliffside. You can still see spots of like slick moss and wet stone, and you can see that like one as you guys ascend the tower, one slip would send you tumbling into the dark below. You reach a certain point, and in the distance you can see 2 Yuan Ti snake-like guards walking by a hallway. You can hear them you can overhear them speaking. Merc, you understand all languages.
Yeah.
Spoken and written. They are speaking in Abyssal. But you hear, so it still says it. Always the same name. Who did? And then the other one goes, yeah. Who is this Trey to him? I do not know. Just keep him quiet. And then like they kind of keep walking.
This Trey?
Mhm.
Oh, I just turn slowly and look at Trey.
I'm gonna. What? We're in a.
You didn't hear any of that. Only Merc did.
No. Right.
It's a narrow
Like
hallway.
you
It's a
heard it, but
narrow
you didn't
walkway,
understand
though.
it. Yeah.
Yeah, you heard them
And there's
speaking
a
of this.
there's a room.
There's a room off to the right. Yeah.
There's something you're
And
not
they went
telling
off
us,
like a
Trey.
walkway across. Like it's like you reached a certain floor of the tower, and there's a room this way, and then like a hallway, and they go down another set of stairs that goes
All right,
down. To
can
another
I
room.
can I knock an arrow
Mhm.
and release it into that room and do the perception
Oh, sure.
thing with that and try to
Um,
get like a visual?
Sure.
Nice.
Give me a percentile dice. I want to see how close you get. And rather than an attack roll, actually, or we can do an attack roll, and I'll just depend on how high the attack.
I
roll
got a
is.
51 on
You get
percentile dice, or I could roll an attack roll. You tell me.
No, I like the 51. You got 50% into the room.
Okay.
You see a dark cage with bars. There's something chained in there, but you can't quite make out what it is.
No spider legs.
You know what it is.
Not that you can
You
see.
know what it is? What is happening right now? What people know more than me. Merc is clearly upset about this.
I think that was
campaign thing.
Noah saying that to Andy.
Yeah. Oh no, that was me. That was me. Sorry.
You can't really see. It's very dark in there.
Yeah.
Trey, what do you know of this place?
I don't fucking know shit of this place. It's creeping me out.
Yeah, well, this place knows of you.
What do you mean? How does it know of me? Why does it know of
A
just
snake
a
creature
little
just
boy?
said your name.
Yeah.
Trey. Yeah, I haven't met a lot of Treys.
So
I mean,
you
you
continue
should
up.
Meet a
Sure,
lot
they
more
were talking
because
about
it's a cool
like
name.
a tray,
I don't.
like a
Oh, they were
coffee
talking about the
tray.
cafeteria.
So you farther up, you see a cracked platform that leads into like a collapsed corridor. You see water trickles down the walls where the storm has kind of broken through part of the tower. Again, you stop and you hear the sound of Triton's armor echoing through the halls. You can hear them speaking in primordial in the distance, saying like, Ford has refused anyone to breach the top of the tower. The ritual has started. They continue off down another hallway. As you guys make your way up from that dark corner tray, you see something, that thing in that cell. And you can hear it go, "There you are again, just standing behind me, smiling and always smiling. Trey."
Is it Trent?
You hear the somewhat recognizable voice of Trent.
How the fuck did you get here? And I see you're
His head
still.
snaps towards you.
Yeah. Still in
And
trouble.
you can see his twisted body, like beyond recognition. These spider-like limbs curling out of his like bloated lower half, twitching. His upper body still hauntingly human. He leans forward, hunched, with clawed fingers, and his one eye is like clouded, and you can see he's scarred. And he curls. You remember it, don't you, Trey? And he's not really looking at you, Trey.
Yeah.
But he is talking, seemingly he's talking to you.
Yeah.
The coach, your little heroes, you broke me. Left me screaming in the dirt. My legs snapped like twigs.
Listen,
He
first off,
paces the edge of the circle of this cage, his limbs clicking softly across the stone. Someone found me. The wizard, that halfling and butcher in robes. He looked at me and he saw raw material. Said I was already halfway there. Said he made me beautiful. Gave me legs that don't stop moving. A hunger that doesn't stop gnawing. He said the pain was just fuel and that I'd thank him for it. The wind howls through this like shattered wall in the distance. I will say, Damien, that this thing is in a cell in the wall.
Oh, in the wall, not just attached.
Like it's into the wall.
Okay, never mind. Never mind.
Okay, sorry.
Sure,
That's right.
So you can get around.
No. And he, like, the first time he looks at you again and his eyes blink, he goes, wait. Trey, you're actually here. I'm not imagining you. And he, like, clambers up to the cell blocks and reaches out. He, like, tries to grab you.
Yeah, well, like...
Then, Valencia. Fires. The buildings falling. Screams. I lived through it all. Trey. I burned in the rubble. Bones bent wrong again. His eyes... He stops as his eyes bore you. I saw you there. Shadows. Just a shadow in the smoke. I was so close, Trey. So close I could have torn your throat out. Smile fades. He's like, but you slipped away like always. The claw taps on the stone. Tick, tick, tick. Then the hand found me. Said I was useful. They chained me and fed me. Let me mutter in the dark. He leans forward now. It's like, but I don't dream of them, Trey. I dream of you. And I'm not gonna kill you, Trey. Yeah, what's up, Emmanuel?
I'm gonna use my stone cunning, which gives me tremor sense for 60 feet, and I'm just gonna close my eyes and listen and try and see if I hear anyone coming.
Okay.
And then I'm just gonna whisper to Trey, like, as he's talking,
Yeah.
Can't spend too long here.
He goes, no, I'm not gonna kill you. No, I'm gonna tear everything down that ever mattered to you. The ones who waited for you, the ones who still think you're the boy with the golden heart. A long pause, and he looks down up at you and goes, even your old man. Still fishes in the Gallimore, I'm sure. Every morning before the fog lifts, he sets out with his bow. I wonder if he still prays that the river's gonna bring his boy home. Because when I'm free, Trey, I'm gonna make sure he pulls up something that screams. Below, Emmanuel, you can hear a patrol clank through the wet corridor.
I'm gonna pull
a
out.
bit close.
I'm gonna pull out my sword of life stealing, and I'm gonna point it at Trent. I'm like, I'm not the little boy that you tried to rob from an honest job. I got bigger fishes to fry and catch. What I should do is relieve you of all the essence of resemblance of life that you might have now, because you are no friend. You don't even deserve the name. You just tried to cheat your way around. Don't do drugs, kids. Should have listened in class. How's he react to me pulling the sword out?
You pull the sword out. It's close to the, like, up at him.
Yeah, I got a firm fucking grip.
He puts his head up to the bar and puts his neck up. Do it, Trey. Kill me in cold blood. See if I don't come back again.
After he says that, with his face up against the bars, I hit a pressure point, like, right in his neck.
Yeah, sure.
21 to hit.
Oh, yeah, that hits.
That
hits.
On him.
Okay. What kind of check is that? Again, that's a con.
Save.
It's a 22.
Success.
Yeah.
He doesn't have the same, like, you can see that part you touch is all
weird.
scarred and burned and numb.
We need to go. I say to Trent, and I start, not Trent, Trey, and I start, like, trying to push him up. Come on, they're coming. I can feel them.
Next time.
He's
Next
gonna
time.
whip out real quick, and he's gonna try to grapple you before you go.
Can I cut
I
his...
pull my crossbow out at him too, and Lily smiles at him.
So what are you doing, Merc?
Yeah, because I was right there with him. If I could swing, like, as he comes out, can I come down with the Spinner X, try to take that arm off?
Absolutely. Give me an attack roll.
I do have alert, too, so I'm like...
All right, give me an attack roll, and I still want a dex save from pulling away.
Deck save?
I'm like trying to push him out of the way too. So
Yeah.
I'm helping.
22. It's the going number.
Cool, 22. What's your attack?
26.
26. I'll say with that, just because flavor, this is beautiful. He goes to grab you, Trey, and you back away, and you take Spinner X and you cut off his arm, and then he just begins to scream, echoing through this tower.
I cast silence.
On him?
Nice.
Is that
Yep.
read me the spell because I'm not.
Yeah.
I was
nice,
literally
Bobby.
looking. I was like, I wish I had silence right now. I was like, oh, because this guy's gonna be so loud. I pick up his arm also.
It's just a bubble.
Okay, you cast
Of
silence on him. Silence in as the scream is caught. You
I
hear
pick up
nothing,
his
but you see him
arm.
thrashing and screaming. How long does that last for?
It's a minute, or an hour, 10 minutes.
Concentration up to 10 minutes.
Okay,
It's 120. Wait,
you already
That's
cast.
the
it, so
range.
it's there.
20 foot.
You're concentrating
20
on it.
foot circle.
Okay.
around-
So he's
around.
screaming and thrashing in that cage.
I pick up his arm and I just like throw a rag down or like some piece of cloth and try to wipe up some of the blood.
Yeah.
And then I'm like gesturing because we're in the silence. I'm like,
There you go.
Yeah.
I grab the
You
hand,
guys-
like I have him as we're leaving to hand me his arm.
yeah, sure.
Yeah, and I look at that thing, and
Mhm.
I show him his arm, and I smile, and then we walk
And
out.
he's just screaming more, but nothing is coming out. Thrashing around.
You just pull the fingers down.
Not
Yeah.
show us anymore.
Okay. You guys.
Yeah,
I'm
flip
gonna
him off with his own hand.
I'm gonna need,
Yeah.
I need one. Yeah, one more stealth roll.
Do we still have
Yep.
We're
Yep.
still,
plus 10.
without a trace?
Good.
Do we
And
force still or no?
yeah, us four. If it's been 10 minutes, it's up to you, Tim. But if it hasn't been
Damn,
10
same
minutes,
thing that happened last time.
Um,
Fuck. I rolled a 2, so listen, that gives me 11. I get a plus 9.
You're
Then
fine.
we get plus 10,
Well,
which is 21.
Yeah, and with pass without trace, it's really a hard way to fail this.
But I know I rolled.
What were you trying to do, Emmanuel?
No, I was just wondering if the bond was still up. It lasts 10 minutes. from
Oh
when
yeah,
I
the bond's
used
still
it.
up. The bond's still up.
Okay, so 37.
32.
35.
It's enough successes. You guys make your way up to the tower, avoiding. You see a couple more patrols avoiding, but it seems like the most gathering is up on the top. Yeah. And
Did you tell us about the
You-
ritual thing that you heard too, or no?
that was in common. That was in primordial. So, but I assumed
Yeah.
you were sharing knowledge with each other.
Just up to
It's up to
Mark, I guess.
Flash though, really, and Merc, Flash and Merc. They're the ones who understood it.
Oh yeah.
Did we tell everyone?
I don't know.
I mean, if it's
Did
Flash,
you
no,
like
because
it?
he's secretive.
But
So,
you and
well,
Merc are the ones who heard it.
different character.
Well, no, Havelock understood it and heard it as well. So
Yeah, Havelock would
Heard what?
share.
I'm sorry, I didn't.
yeah,
The ritual.
the
on
rituals
top
up
of
on the tower.
You like heard a snippet about that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, I
okay.
tell everybody.
Okay, so you guys head up to the top of this tower where it opens up to a cliff face, and
Ready for a
in the,
fight.
in the center you can see this large snake-like creature with like coiled, like not legs, but a bottom of a snake body and a snake head, and you can see this purple amethyst heart at the center of this arcane circle. Havelock, in the distance, you see several Triton guards and your uncle, Ford.
D-bag.
It's the fucking guy that tried to kill us,
And
isn't it?
Yep.
Yeah.
And you see the UNT, he's chanting this ritual. As he finishes, he looks up and they sees you as the Tritons step forward and some UNT assassins step forward. As he finishes his ritual, the storm is now raging as the amethyst heart launches up into the ocean. And you feel this quake in the tower
Fuck.
as this massive like leviathan, this ancient sea serpent rises out of the ocean. You see the heart embedded in its forehead.
Fuck.
11, 12. There's a. I'm gonna have everyone roll for initiative. We're not gonna finish this fight tonight, but there's story elements I want to get to.
Uh-oh.
Oh, you can't. You're not a. You're a cleric. Never mind. I was like, Cass, jump on me.
Actually, you know what? You know what? Chance isn't here, so I'm gonna say, well, let's actually start this next session.
Fair enough.
It makes the most sense.
Oh,
Someone, you guys with a high perception, which is a lot of you.
Like a 21, I think.
I will say, as you're surveying the scene, in the far distance, like hundreds of feet away, you can see a singular being flying, heading this direction.
What color is it? Purple?
No, it's black. They look like black wings. And we'll end there.
Alright, the fuck, Black Wings? Oh my god.
Yeah, it is. Fuck.
Shit.
We're
Someone found out that their ship got blown up.
effed. What a bastard you are.
will
be
NPC
doing
suggests
the
the idea. and then
Alright.
it gets Octave. I said, what a
Find out
bastard you
next
are.
Tuesday what
NPC
happened.
suggests the idea, and then it brings Octavius to us.
I'm saying most of you agreed. Chance was really the only one who disagreed.
No, I'm not saying it's your fault. I'm saying you're a
That's
bastard.
why he's coming.
No, it is my fault.
For a chance to kill him.
Finally,
Hey,
Could
everybody
be.
gotta bring their A game.
stronger than ever.
Which we did going through the tower. That's how you
Did
handle
we?
business.
Message, they all
That is how you-
spoke at all.
No, we didn't.
We,
Nope.
said
We never
were gonna
decided
die,
that.
and we never did.
Bobby, you nailed
I do
it
think we
with
should
the
do
silence.
that though if we live this. That silence was clutch. I literally
It was.
before that happened, I was looking
I
like,
was
do I have anything that can
Looking
give me
through
silence?
my-
Man.
I was looking through my spells when you said we had the thing, and I was like, I'll take silence, I guess. Like,
Sounds
I don't know
great.
if it'll come in.
That's a
I don't
great-
know if
I
it'll help.
so wanted to do the
But
fucking
that's kinda
Echo
saving our
Knight
ass right now.
shit and
He
stab him
screamed, and I
from
was
the
like-
back.
No,
Hey,
it's so cool.
This is all conversation for the people to
Oh
subscribe.
yeah, subscribe to our
Yeah.
secret
Oh, yeah.
Patreon.
Yep, that's right.
It's
Three
only
$3.99 now. It's not on
there
sale
you go.
anymore.
Something.
Yeah,
Fuck,
full price.
man.
Full
Price.
Woo!
Yeah,
Per
we
hour.
gotta do it. We gotta
Demand
make
is
our
so
money.
high. I mean, we'd be fools not to.
Yeah,
You get one. All you need is one.
$399.99 a month. Get on it.
Every penny.
Worth
We
that
have
All in
For a cup of coffee a
Electrium.
day.
You can
Yeah.
also subscribe yearly for 15,000. It's a discount if you go.
Dude,
you
Waycon
by the
would be
month.
so dope
would.
if we had $15,000 to spend.
We just need one.
Oh
Wait,
my
we just
God.
need one really rich subscriber.
Please
true,
send our
yeah.
kids- Please send our
Pay
kids
for
to
a year.
college.
Yeah.
I'm really counting on this. I have a lot of credit card debt.
We got
Like and subscribe and shit.
when
Yeah.
Black Roses Bloom Saturday,
there.
and next
Things are
Wednesday
heating up.
we should be playing
Pathfinder
Pathfinder.
next week.
Yep.
Woo!
Yeah, I'm playing a little plant boy.
I think I'm
Amazing.
going to play a human with beast skin that is a laborer at a lumber camp.
I like it.
Hell yeah! Oh, dude, we're gonna get along. We're both slaves.
How blue collar.
Nice slaves, yeah, bro, yeah.
Yeah.
I think. I'm not
Nice.
sure yet, but
We
yep.
should
I'm just, a
unionize.
cute, I'm just a cute little guy. I'm just a little guy. I took the feet harmlessly cute. So like
Wait,
his
I'll
whole
look at
thing,
my
he can
character sheet.
that he can convince people like he's harmless. So like his whole thing is, I'm just like a little guy. I'm just a little dude. I'm just a little guy. I'm just a little guy. I
Which
can
is
do it.
funny
I'm just
because
like a
Tim's
little
a
guy.
6
Baby
foot million.
I'm just a little guy. Dude,
Wait, I'll
I
take
can
you
just
through
look
my
like a little
character
guy.
sheet.
Dude, I'm so excited for
then.
this character. Chance, I'm playing
Wait, are we off?
Pathfinder
Let's go.
2.
Yeah, we're here.
we're off.
Peace out.
We're
not.
off.
Bye.
We love you. Be cool.